All right, sports fans, we're back with a big crew here today. We have two people. This is Geoff Diehl. He's running to unseat Elizabeth Warren, right?
That's right. Thanks.
Give me a boo. Come on. Boo. Oh, yay for I'm seating her, but a boo for her. Come on. You Democrats in there. All right.
Geoff Diehl is running for U.S.
I know
Senate.
he is. I just said that.
Hey, Gino, good to see you as well.
Oh, stop it. This is Gino.
With
Two T's,
and two
two
L's,
L's,
one
and one
F.
F. Fratellani, whatever the hell
With
it
the
is.
E in the end.
All right. And remember, this is our guest. My name is Geoff Diehl.
Good.
Remember, he spells his name
That
with a
looks
G.
good right there.
Thank you. Vote for Geoff. Can we do a little quiz first? Then we'll get
Please.
to you. Oh, certainly. And these are the answers. They're easy. They're easy. I don't want to.
Okay.
And you can phone a friend. Please,
All right.
please
We'll use the
get
audience.
ready, Mr. Bell. And yeah, you please let me finish all the choices before you get
Sounds
going.
good.
You want to start or you want Gino?
You go ahead.
I go. All right. Here. All right. You ready? Sure. All right. Boston is located in what state? Now hold it. You got to think
see
about it.
now. Hold
No,
on.
no, 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 no. I'm
Is
going
there
to
a
give you the
timer?
answers. I'm going to give you the answers. A, Ohio. B, Mass. C, Michigan. D, Florida. You want me to repeat these?
I'm thinking, let's see, Florida. It's not Florida.
Let
Yeah,
me-
we're going to go with Massachusetts, I think.
Give him a. All right, you are correct. All right. Now here's Gino. It's going to be a tough one for you coming from Venice, Florida. All right. Cleveland is A, month. B, year. C, city. D, country. What are you going to
City.
go with? Huh? He's got two in a row. He blew it with the.
It's a basketball team, too, I believe.
Oh, but I didn't say.
We just got a
Stop elbowing.
player from there.
What you mean we? I'm a New York Knicks fan.
Okay.
Just look for the basement. That's where I am. All right, you ready for this?
Ready.
This is a technical question. Snow is A, cold. B, warm. C, green. D, permanent press.
Huh. All right.
They don't get any harder than this.
We've had a lot of snow in the last few years. I'm going to go cold.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
good.
I asked him who Helen of Troy's first name is, and he gave me Troy. All right.
People to laugh, man. All right, go ahead.
Lightning is A, C, noisy. B, cold. C, lukewarm. Or D, bright.
Oh,
What do you
boy,
got?
I don't know. I might say it wrong.
Mice?
No.
What do you got?
Lightning, yeah? Is it? Lightning?
Lightning. It's noisy, cold, lukewarm, or bright.
Very noisy.
Do you want to phone a friend?
Very noisy.
Lightning is not noisy. It's bright. It's the thunder.
It's the thunder that
It's the
gets you.
thunder. Hey, give him a. Give him one of these. He's wrong. Oh, there you go, buddy.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm going to run your campaign. I'm telling you
That
right
sounds
now.
good.
All right, you ready? You ready? Labor Day occurs in A, October. D, December. C, September. Or D, March. It's toughy here, you know?
Well, I'm looking forward to
Yes.
enjoying the Labor Day weekend that's coming up very soon. So I'm going to have to say September.
All right, give him.
Hey!
All right.
Proud
Now
of
we
you.
go over to the loser here. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. You ready? This
Yeah.
is a toughie. I know
Okay.
you remember these.
Okay.
The next presidential election is in A, 1776, B, 2020, or who's that woman who had that show?
Wait a minute. You
Barbara
talking about
Walters?
Barbara Walters, 2020.
2020.
Wait a minute.
Don't hit me.
You didn't give me a chance to answer.
I didn't finish. Next presidential election is in A, 1776, B, 2020, C, 1984.
Wait a minute.
Oh, 1984, D.
Wait a minute.
I didn't finish.
Oh,
D,
okay.
21 BC.
Oh my God, 21. No. It could be 1776.
Get him again. Jeez. You study history, yeah? You got a degree in it? All right.
2020.
Now this is real toughy for the end. Are you
Is
ready?
there a bonus amount?
You get to stay here.
Okay, good.
All right. You get to drive Jeff later. Jeff Bailey.
Perfect.
All right. A traffic light that means stop is, you ready? A, black. B, green. C, red. Or D, my favorite, mauve. Not easy here.
I'm gonna say it's red, and yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And is mauve even a word?
Mauve is a pale violet.
Okay, is it mauve? I always thought it was mauve.
That's mauve throneberry.
okay.
Mauve.
Mauve.
Mom's a name. Okay, that takes care of that. All right, next. Here we go. And now, Geoff Diehl is a Republican who represents the 7th Plymouth District, right?
That's correct.
That's Plymouth County, correct?
Exactly.
All right.
Woo!
What the hell is that all about? Throw these kids out. The Massachusetts House of Representatives, all right? And you're in a primary in, what, in November? That's when they usually hold it, isn't it?
Well, actually, it's going to be a year from now, so it's still a ways away.
Well, don't worry about it. Vote now. Get it in.
That's true. Vote early, vote often. So the 7th Plymouth District is 3 towns: Abington, Whitman, East Bridgewater. And for people who don't know, Whitman is the home of the Toll House Cookie. That's where I live. My wife is from the town of Whitman. We are raising 2 daughters, 15 and 11. But I'm also lucky enough to represent, like I said, Abington and the town of East Bridgewater as well.
I ask a simple question. I get the whole story.
Well, you
here.
give you a nice simple answer.
I'll give me the whole McGilla. All right. So it's a year from now. But you have to really start early.
You start early. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you finish ahead of everybody.
Finish strong.
And who are you running against?
Elizabeth Warren, but that will be in November of 2018.
I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Chalk it up. She's an attack dog, really. That's what her name is. And she's so vicious, she attacked herself the other day.
I must
Well,
have missed that.
It's on tape. I have it. All right. She's a senator.
United States Senator.
Right. Didn't she get it by default? No, she got it originally by default.
No, she
No,
won in
didn't somebody
2012.
croak?
No, she
ran.
replaced
She ran.
Scott Brown, who won
Oh,
the seat during a special election.
Yes, and then Scott had to take off for
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Yeah, because he wanted to see the Coriolis force go the other way.
Well, he's ambassador. Be nice. He's a friend of
What
mine.
do I care? He doesn't have any. He don't send me any money. All right. So remember,
Deal for U.S. Senate. And there's a website, dealforsenate.com. DIEHLFOR Senate.com.
excellent.
That's
That'll
free
be
along with a bumper
$200,
sticker.
please. All right. So I know you like to save money, don't we all? And so you're definitely not a Democrat then. So
like-
yes,
That's like that old joke about it was so cold that the Democrat had his hands in his own pocket. you
that's
know?
how cold it was.
Remember?
Give him one of these.
Ba-dum-bum.
Come on. Give him a trip. I'm gonna kill those kids.
No, I've been serving since 2010 as a state representative, and one of the main goals has been to try to make sure that Beacon Hill does a much better job with our money than they have been in the past. And I was lucky enough to work on a ballot question in 2014 where we repealed an automatic indexed gas tax, which would have gone up every year without a vote, and we saved taxpayers over $2 billion. So yes, saving taxpayers' money is critical to making sure that people can afford to live in the state and afford to, have a good retirement, send their kids off to college. I think that government certainly doesn't need to be so big that it controls every aspect of our lives, especially the amount of money that we make and can keep in our households.
Give him one. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yep.
Is that a yay?
Where are the kids? All right. All right. So yeah. All right. Ah, all right.
That is true.
What? Of course it's true. He wouldn't have said it if it wasn't or weren't. All right. So what are your plans for Mrs. Warren? She's married, isn't she?
My plan is to unseat the senior senator and make sure that we have a different U.S. senator down there with different priorities. That's my goal in 2018. And I guess now that I've been on the show, I should think about, if we put some new carpeting in the office, it'll have to be mauve, right? Mauve carpeting.
Mauve, not mauve.
All right, I'll stick to the
Bunch
political
of sickos
topics.
here. On our comedy show, don't call us, we'll call you, all right? All right, so what did you do before that?
Well, I actually didn't run.
Wait a minute, in 5,000 words or less, could you?
Sure. I did before 2010 when I ran. I wasn't into politics at all. I was 40 years old. I had 2 daughters at the time, 6 and 2. My wife and I own a small business in the neighboring town of Hanson.
What's the name of the business?
Boss Academy of Performing Arts. It's a performing arts school. My wife teaches at it. She teaches dance and acting and voice.
I could teach comedy. Right there, I'm ready.
She's been in business for 15 years, and we have hundreds of wonderful kids that each year are enrolled in the studio to learn about performing and doing shows and competition dance and all that sort of thing. Really helps build character, so it's been a great business that she's run. I'm more of the janitor for the business. I do a lot of the maintenance of the building and the grounds, but also help produce the end of the year show with her each year. So it's been a great business. I also worked for a sign company in New Bedford, Poyant Signs, the largest sign company in New England, when I was running for office. And I ended up giving that up after I got into office to make sure that I could commit myself fully to making sure that I was working on Beacon Hill for the interest of the folks from my district and the state of Massachusetts.
That's similar to me. I got committed. Jimmy, come on. Thank you very much. People
Nice.
out of
See,
here.
what a difference.
What a difference a day makes. You fix your hair. All right. Mine okay?
You too.
Looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Looks
So,
shiny.
where did you go to school?
I went to Lehigh University in the
To
town of
Pennsylvania.
Bethlehem,
All right,
Pennsylvania.
baby. All
You
right.
win. Give him a point.
Give me a goal. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. See, most people don't know. I know.
You know
I'm
it.
from New York City. I know.
Okay.
All right. So, what did you major in there?
I actually majored in government and urban studies. I double majored, but it's funny, I never thought I was going to run for office. I always thought I'd go to law school. I ended up going to New York City and working in advertising for a period of years, and I met my wife, who was from Whitman, on a blind date. We got engaged 4 months after we met,
Wow.
and we got married a year after that. So we kind of knew that we were right for each other, and she had just done a Broadway show
Really?
Yes.
She was.
on a Broadway, so we went to go
I
to
think she needs to. Oh, yeah.
have her as the next guest, exactly.
I think so. Come on up. This is Geoff. Well, what's her first name?
It's Kathy Jo.
Kathy Jo. Is she from southern New England?
Her mother's Kathy
Jo.
and her father's Joe. Kind of made
Kathy
like the
Kathy
name
Jo.
easy.
All right. Remember, you heard it here first. Vote for him right
That's
here.
right.
Kathy Jo. I think she ought to come up here.
Yeah, well, I'll bring her around next time.
You do. What do you mean next time?
Next
oh,
time,
sorry.
because we got to compete. You know, she and I can compete on the game show next time.
Great, because you told me I would win. All right. So how
If
long
I'm
you been
smart,
married?
I'd throw it.
3 weeks or what? How many years is this?
We've been married 21 years,
Wow.
and
Rookie. Jeez. What about you?
Not your business. You're not nice to me
Blow it
today.
out your ear. All right. So 21 years, huh?
21 years.
Yeah.
We
well,
got married at Holy Ghost Church in the town of Whitman, and it's been great. Like I said, 2 daughters, 15 and 11. One of them's in high school, and one I just took today to orientation for middle school. So
Wow.
they're growing up fast.
They used to call that junior high.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy what you got them.
Huh? We don't have any kids.
I do.
Well, good for you.
And what about
Oh,
you?
don't look at me.
Yeah, you should have grandchildren.
The lights were on.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So where did you? So you went to school in where now?
In Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
No. Let's go back in time.
Sure.
Where were you born?
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Oh, for God's sake! No wonder he went there. I see a theme here. So you left afterwards then?
Well, my mother remarried when I was 7. I'm sorry, when I was 10. Divorced when I was 7. Remarried, and we moved to Illinois for about 10 years.
Nobody moves to Illinois. What is
Well,
this?
we did.
You want to see tornadoes?
It was not too bad out there.
Where in Illinois?
A town called Winnetka, North Shores, north of Chicago.
Chicago. You know, that's a hell of a town. No,
It's
that's New York. I went to the University of Wisconsin. I'm a Beaver and a Badger.
You went there?
Jazz.
In Madison?
Jazz. What
Beautiful.
a weird place.
It's cold up there.
Not that year. They had to cancel the, it was graduate school. They had to cancel the ice festival.
Is that right?
It was too warm.
Wow.
See, 55 degrees is just a little warm for ice.
Yeah. So I lived out in Illinois for about 10 years and ended up going back to Bethlehem for college.
Because once you leave Bethlehem, they always come back. Isn't that right?
Pretty much.
You thought it was in the Middle East, right? Bethlehem.
The sister city. There
The
you go.
sisters.
He
Call her
said-
home.
Yeah.
All right, so what else can we ask you? Anything you want? Wait, let's get specific.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't. I was reading the Globe today. I mean, what? Excuse me. Oh, what am I doing?
What's that?
No, which way am I leaning?
Oh, leaning to the left?
I'm reading the Globe.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Thank you very much. Come over here, Mr. Bailey. Get over here. Come on. Jeff he's over there going delay a game. Wipe that smile off your face. All right, so where was your first job was with the sign company?
No, I went to New York City after college.
Where'd you live in New York City?
Well, I lived on the, Upper East Side with two friends from college. We had a dog and a ferret. And so there was 5 of us living in a first-floor studio apartment, and it was the summer. I remember 1993. The
Oh,
summer.
nippy.
No, so it was hot and crowded, and
Did you ever hear of air conditioning?
if we could afford it.
Where the heck? A ferry. What'd you do with a ferry?
It wasn't mine. That was one of my friends.
He was lonely, huh?
I don't know. New York, small place. You got to keep small pets.
Not a ferret. How about a small dog?
That was what I got, the small dog.
What kind of dog was it?
She was a lab shepherd mix. I had her for 16 years and passed away a few years back. Yeah.
See, Daddy's a dog lover too. So let's get those dog vote in there.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, no, I lived in New York, and it was my roommate who was going to graduate school. Somebody that he was in graduate school with, she had a roommate, and the two of them fixed us up on that blind date. Her roommate, my wife, Kathy Jo, her roommate's name was Mary Lou. So I thought,
Okay, I'm leaving.
Mary
That was
Lou,
a
you
song
could've
by.
There was a song,
Who
you're
was
right.
that? No, Hello, Mary Lou. It was
I thought it was two Southerners.
Ricky. No,
Was it Ricky Nelson?
Ricky Nelson.
Nelson.
Ricky, I
Mary
blew
Lou.
up a plane.
Do I get a?
Give me a Ricky
point for
Nelson.
that, Ricky
Come on, a point for
Nelson?
that. All right, good. Delay a game. All right.
So I thought there was going to be two Southern women when I was going over to knock on the door. It turns out one woman from Massachusetts and another one from the Philippines. It was Maria Lourdes Gonzalez.
Well, that's south.
Wow.
I was in Queens. So why didn't you drop in?
Should have said.
Hey, I'll let you know.
Could have walked my dog over.
Well, we had enough going on without that. Did you ever hear of Jackson Heights?
Sure. I don't think I made it there. I mean, I think that was back when I was just pretty much making enough to get by and living in Manhattan.
You could take the 7 train.
Yeah.
It does. That one that goes from Times Square goes to Flushing.
Flushing what?
The toilet. What do you think?
Not
Flushing.
Flushing.
Flushing Meadows?
Flushing, yeah. Watch it. It's Flushing Meadows with the Mets. Do you remember them? Okay, so what is your wife plan to stay with the business?
Oh, gosh, yeah. No, it's going really strong. It's been great. And maybe someday our daughters will take it over. Who knows?
I might take it over.
That'd be
Did
great.
I mention I'm going to
I'd
be
love
20?
to see you dance.
So would I. What? Don't say. Don't you have something to ask? Come on. Don't just sit there. You're always talking. Ask
Every
him a
time I say
question.
something, you
I'm
shut
not
up.
telling you to zip it. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
zip it.
Go ahead. Ask him something.
I'd like to see what his future is going to be as a senator, what he will do for Massachusetts. Very important. As your wife will live in Washington, or you will come in to Massachusetts back and forth?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously you have to spend a lot of time down in Washington during the week. My goal would be to try to get back on weekends to visit with the family, but again, one of my daughters should be off to college in the next 2-3 years, so we'll see where she goes. But for me, this has been a calling, running for office, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I never thought I was going to win that race in 2010 for state representative. It was an uphill battle. The seat was held by an incumbent Democrat the seat had been held by a Democrat for 14 years.
Wow.
I was political newcomer, but we ended up winning that winning that seat. Then I ran on that gas tax ballot issue in 2014, and nobody thought we were going to win that. We were outspent 31-1, and it was a grassroots team across the state that came out to deliver that victory. We actually outperformed Governor Baker by 50,000 votes,
Wow.
and it was a pretty amazing thing where we saved taxpayers $2 billion. I also was involved with the Trump campaign. I was the co-chairman for the Massachusetts campaign. Nobody thought he was going to win, and yet we were able to win a very strong primary. You were one of the predictors, but he won that primary in Massachusetts. He got 20,000 Democrats to unenroll to vote for him in the primary. So he ultimately got about 1,088,000 votes in the general election in Massachusetts, more than Governor Baker won in 2014. So, right now it's looking like there's a group of people out there that aren't just Republicans or Democrats. There are a lot of independent voters that want someone who is going to go to Washington.
Or on the line, really.
Or online. Yeah. And stop the finger pointing, stop complaining, stop kicking the can down the
How
road.
about doing something for a change?
And doing
instead
something.
Of that being on a
Help
witch
each
hunt
other,
for 7 months. Yeah.
That's right.
That'd be nice.
That's
That'd
the
be
goal. And
That's un-American. What's the matter with you?
Well, he's going to do he's going to do in Washington the same thing he did in Massachusetts, trying to make sure the spending is limited and make sure where the money goes, and he's going to help us.
Keep taxes low.
And keep taxes low.
Make sure that we grow the jobs. But the other thing too is respect law enforcement and the veterans that have
Right.
served.
Yeah.
When they come back, the VA hospital
have
should
no
not
place
be
to
an
go.
issue, and
I'm
should
on a
not be
housing
homeless.
authority appointed by the governor. I have a lot of calls, and people says, Gino, can you help me? I only can do is bring him an application and bring him to the office to fill it. they have to wait 6 months. We have no place for those people.
And part of the problem is there's people coming into the country illegally, and we want
Right.
people to immigrate to our country, to
Legally.
our state, but it needs to be done legally, and a lot of those
Right.
spaces get taken by people,
Yes.
and then it become unavailable for the veterans who are coming back looking
Right.
for help. So we want to make sure that happens, take care of that, and again, eliminate illegal immigration, and also stop sanctuary cities. That's another pretty
Right.
serious
Very
Isn't
problem.
Boston a sanctuary city?
It is a sanctuary city, and
Yeah.
it basically is telling law enforcement to not work with federal
Right.
agencies like ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, to follow the rule of law and make sure that people here illegally with criminal backgrounds are deported.
Right.
I don't understand how that rule of law doesn't matter today, but that seems to be the case with a lot of politicians, including my opponent for this Senate seat. She is for
Right.
open borders and for sanctuary cities. It doesn't seem to be right.
How about San Francisco? That really worked well for them, didn't it?
A tragic case of Kate Steinle, where
Yeah.
she was killed by someone who had a criminal background and wasn't deported, and went specifically to San Francisco because it was a sanctuary city and he knew his record wouldn't be able to be looked up.
Who came up with this idea?
I don't know. Certainly a bad idea, and certainly something that we shouldn't be, moving towards. And yet, right now, there seems to be this movement in Massachusetts and across the country to do the sanctuary city status. So,
Don't look at me.
No.
something I will definitely be working on down in Washington.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Thank you. This is like chip and dip. No, thank you.
You don't tell me to zip it.
Chip and dip. Why should I?
All right.
There's only a few people here today. I need
know.
some noise.
So some good news too. I didn't tell you this. We
You're getting married.
no,
No.
already taken care. Already done that.
I'll do it again. You got to get it right.
We got Kurt Schilling to endorse the campaign.
Kurt Schilling.
That's right.
The man who had blood on his.
Bloody sock. Yeah.
He is a bloody sock, isn't he? Oh, that's a different meaning in Britain.
Yeah. Kurt Schilling has been politically involved lately, and he decided to endorse this race, so that's good news. We're going to have an event or two in Massachusetts with him, so that's
Where?
good. To be determined, but people can go to
I've
that
heard of
website,
that. I've heard of that.
dealforsenate.com.
To be determined. He's very popular.
And there's
What's that website again?
Dealforsenate.com, and there's a Facebook page, which is Geoff Diehl for Senate. There's a Twitter account, Diehl for Senate, so they can look at all the different social media. We also did a website called Where's Warren, because Elizabeth Warren
Somewhere in the field.
has been spending a lot of time out of Massachusetts raising money for herself and raising money for Democrats. When Kid Rock said that he was thinking about running for the Senate in Michigan, she immediately put up an email out talking about fundraising to try to stop him. So she doesn't seem as concerned about people in Massachusetts as she is about people in other states. And it seems like she's planning to make a run for president in
Oh, yeah.
2020.
She
I don't think Massachusetts appreciates having their senator have delivered nothing for the state so far, and yet look beyond Massachusetts to basically have 2 more years as a senator to run for president. I promise that when I run and am elected to the U.S. Senate, that I will work every day for 6 years to deliver on what we need here in the state.
And
Well,
then,
she's working for herself for 6
and
years.
then what you want
She
to do
wrote 2
afterwards,
books.
that's
Oh,
fine.
good, because she ain't got enough money.
She made $1.6 million on 2
Well,
books
it's
while
not-
she's been
well,
serving
I
as
could see
senator.
1.5, but not 1.6. That's over
That's
the
beyond the
limit.
pale.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Are you buying a copy of Hillary's book, by the way?
I haven't gotten out to the bookstore yet for
Have you
that.
got- that's a biggie.
She's got a narrated version, I heard.
Yeah, I was. Did you hear it?
No, I haven't heard
Oh,
it.
she called him. She called her flesh crawled when Trump
Her
was
opponent?
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that what was it? Some other remark she made about him was not very nice.
Yeah, it was not a
Oh,
very,
you creep.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant campaign.
Well,
going on.
but she, why she point the blame at herself?
I guess that's the problem nowadays down in Washington. Nobody wants to take responsibility
And
for
nobody
their
does
actions.
anything either. Congress
right.
really done a lot.
That's
They had a
right.
baseball game.
You should run for something.
Oh, sure.
For Congress.
Yeah.
We understand that Songa's not running, I guess. Huh?
Oh, what a shame. Well, who's taking? Oh, they're already fighting over it, right? Millions wife, ex-wife.
Ed, you and Gino should primary each other to run for that seat. How would that work?
All right.
That'd be
We'll split the
beautiful.
vote.
If we have the finances,
A lot
we
of
could
Jewish Italians out there. Yeah, or Italian Jews. There's a lot of them now.
You could run in 2020 for president and vice president. Be a good
You want to
ticket.
be? You want to be president?
No.
I get to drive the car. You need a driver, by the way. Does it pay good? No, I don't pay. It doesn't pay. Once you get in, baby, right here.
You're going to drive for him?
I'll do anything. I
All
don't
right,
care.
all right, all
I'll look to watch the grass grow. All right. So, what else would you like to talk about? You want? Come on out here, Jeff. You
No,
don't
no.
have a mi-
Jeff's good there. Jeff's been helping me out on the campaign quite a bit. I don't want to put
Yeah,
him on
he's
the
helping
spot.
you out. I know you're outside the car when he pulled up. You guys want to put my thing up, please? Wake up in there, will you?
Wake up.
Come on, control room, wake up. Put my stuff up.
Right
there it
there.
is, right there.
See?
Oh, you've got a website,
Damn right.
The Ed Cohen Show.
That's right. Yeah,
And do you get a lot of fan mail there?
I know. Thank you very much, thank you. Are you kidding me?
You know, we lost Jerry Lewis this week.
I know.
He was
91.
a great comedic talent.
91.
I never thought that, you know, I'd get to be a sidekick, you know, for you.
Hey, baby, all right, man.
is
Thank you.
good.
Nice to meet you,
This
Dean.
is nice.
91 years old.
Well, yeah,
Not you, Jerry Lewis.
I know.
And the telethon, he used to do such a great job raising money.
I know.
And
yeah.
Dick Albert
did
got
amazing.
more announcements than he did.
Is that right?
Yeah,
No.
he
The,
did.
the original Nutty Professor.
That's right.
I seen that movie.
You patterned yourself after it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now I'm running against a professor who's taught one course at Harvard and made
$300,000.
$350,000.
Well, it's not easy. She's having trouble making the ends meet.
When those book sales don't pick up, you know, when you're not making $2 million on the books, then it's
Well,
tough.
Does she pay
Unbelievable.
taxes? too?
Unbelievable.
I'm assuming she's paid tax.
Well, don't assume anything, because you know what that means. Hey, how you doing there, Mr. Bailey? Weren't you in that movie in 1946 with Jimmy Stewart? What was the name of that?
It's a Wonderful Life.
That's a Wonderful Life. Weren't you the bank manager? Oh, thank you.
And you lost your money?
Thank you. No, he saw an angel on the bridge there before he jumped. I was yelling, jump, jump, get it over with.
Great movie.
Great movie. Don't remember it. Black and white. You know when they had real movies.
That's right.
All right, so you want to come back again, don't you?
I would love to come back.
All right,
I got to really start prepping for that quiz, though, next time.
Oh, it's not easy. I'll give you the answer.
Tough.
It's B. Oh, so and then from here you're going to Fitchingburg, right?
Off to Fitchburg.
What's in Fitchburg, sir?
Another cable television.
Oh, they can't be any as good as this, you know. This is it.
One of a
You gotta
kind.
make sure that
Huh?
it's nice.
One of a kind show.
That's right. And remember
They
where
broke
you're
the
from.
mold after this
They
one.
certainly did. They set fire to it. Get it out of here.
Well,
Yeah.
it sees the time is almost up. I want to thank you for
Bless
having
you,
me
my
on the
child,
show.
and I wanna
Thank
tell
you
you-
so much.
I accept contributions.
Oh, okay. And Gino, thank you for co-hosting this.
Keep in touch, okay?
Thank you.
I have a
great.
group, you know. You want your wife to get involved with that? Does she sing?
Is it a dance group?
No, we have a singing, and I'm the MC. You want to get her involved? What are you talking about?
She's busy teaching the kids.
Don't worry about it. We can handle that too.
Give a cake, right?
Give her a cake.
Give cake.
Let them eat cake, not give them cake. So I wish you well, and get her out
Thanks,
of there,
Ed.
will
I
you
appreciate
please?
it. Will do.
Look at that. He just broke my hand. Look at this here.
We wish you a lot of luck.
All right. Put on that music here. Now you got to do this. Look.
Ed Sullivan is dead, but Cohen isn't. And when it comes to weather, Cohen's smart. As New York as you get, his money's on the Mets, which goes to show that Ed's a Joe who always bets his heart. You'll hear a slick review or two from Nicky. And Cantor Something Berg will sing some song. There's weather news and shtick, enough to make you sick. You'll be glad you came along.